Neil, here we are, 6 league games to go in the season, 2 wins for the title. How satisfying is that?
Very. It's a very strong position to be in, but I know we've still got some work to do. Delighted with the response the players have given me since I've come in. So, we're still looking ahead now, and we know we've got some big games yet to come. It's very exciting for everyone involved.
Ironically, and slightly funny, if it hadn't been for you and that defeat that you inflicted upon Celtic as Hibs manager, we could be wrapping it up this weekend.
Yeah, thanks for that, Jerry. Yeah, but you have to look at the team's form since the turn of the year. It's been superb. We're actually unbeaten since obviously the end of December. So it's brilliant consistency, and again, I go back to the mentality of the team being so strong. Celtic are obviously the dominant force in Scottish football. That speaks for itself. But do the titles, in a sense, ironically, get more difficult to win? Of course, yeah. Other teams get stronger, and you try to maintain that consistency. Everybody, every week raises their game to beat you because you're the champions, and they want to play against the best. So every year it's a new challenge, and hopefully we're going to overcome this one and get the 8 and take it from there.
It's been an odd week in a lot of ways, but I'm sure one that doesn't surprise you, being in Scottish football for so long. A great derby victory on Sunday, which resulted in 3 Rangers players and their manager getting suspensions, and yet Celtic has been accused of playing the victim card. Scott Brown has been blamed for provocation to the point where he's now been cited by the SFA. Are you, as the Celtic manager, content with the way Scott and all your players have conducted themselves this week?
Yeah, my players have been exemplary, absolutely exemplary. Under immense provocation themselves. And, Scott Brown has nothing to defend himself for. I think that his treatment on the pitch was nothing short of disgraceful. He's been elbowed, he's been hit in the face. But he takes it, he stands up to it, and comes back for more. And that's the character of the man. So you get the usual nonsense and trying to put the same eggs in one basket. We're totally exempt from any blame from this whatsoever.
We seem to have a trait in this country where instead of looking for heroes, we look for villains. How important is Scott Brown, and how much of a pivotal figure is he in Celtic's success?
Not only in the current, but he'll go down in the annals of history as a great player. I think he's a modern day great. I think he knows his way around the pitch. I think even at 33, he's still playing some great football. But he is now captaining, hopefully, us to 8 titles in a row, and there's not many can do that. His consistency, his personality, his character, and his football are all fantastic for this club.
In a strange way, if any of this is designed to unsettle your squad, it's liable to have the opposite effect.
Well, there's been no sort of hangover from Sunday, as we saw last night. Players put in a really strong performance. They've got the bit between their teeth. They're very, very focused, and they won't be distracted by noise or nonsense coming from elsewhere.
I know you said there was still a bit of work to do, and that's obvious, but have you allowed yourself the luxury of thinking about how it might feel personally to wrap up this title?
No, not yet, no. I'll let you know if and when that situation does arise, but you got to give Brendan all the credit. It's his team and his players and his philosophy, and all I've done is come in and just help it along. But we'll cross that bridge and we'll come to it. I'm really focused now on getting the title won as quickly as possible and try and do it with a bit of style as well.
Livingston next at home on Saturday then, with the likes of Ryan Christie coming back in, making such an impact last night. Tom Rogic now staking his claim. Does this give you a bit of a selection headache?
It doesn't, because you've had 2 really tough games in the space of 3 days. The likes of Volley Incham, after a lengthy layoff, has come in and played really well in both games. So there might be a couple who are still fatigued. Obviously we've got KT to consider as well, who's fully fit. I don't know where these stories came that his season was over. It certainly didn't come from me. So again, it might be a case of just a couple of changes just to freshen things up a little bit, because it's been, it was a traumatic couple of days in terms of all the drama and all the noise and all the excitement. We bounced back really well, got a great result, and now we can come again, and maybe the likes of Ryan, KT, even Tom might figure now.
Yeah, and this huge game against Aberdeen coming up as well. We're focusing on the league, but we've got the Scottish Cup semi-final just a few days away.
Yeah, well, we need to, negotiate Livingston first, and then we've got a full week to, prepare for what will be a momentous occasion for us at Hampden against a very strong Aberdeen side. But again, we're not looking that far ahead.